welcome back to the Tarot Cottage. My name is Amy. I'm back today with a pick a card reading for you. A big welcome back to my beautiful returning subscribers. Thank you guys so much for your support of me. Thank you for your comments as well, and for everyone who has entered the free reading giveaway. The winner has been chosen and notified. And if you do drop me a comment below, be sure to hit your notification bell so that I can reach out to you and I can get in contact with you if you are chosen the winner. But thank you so much for everyone who continues to support this channel. Please continue to leave your comments, because I do this every single month where I just randomly choose people to offer a reading to. So be sure to hit your like button, your subscribe button, and leave your comment below for your chance to win. If you have found yourself here for the very first time on my channel, I do pick a card readings here. So please join us, grab yourself a cup of tea and some snacks, and we'll have a little bit of a chat, because we are all friends when we gather here at my table. Today's pick a card reading, we're looking at the person on your mind, and we're comparing their true feelings for you versus their actions towards you today. We have 3 piles for you to choose from. Pile number 1 here with the Wizard Tarot and the Cream Flower. Pile number 2 with the Everyday Witch Tarot and the Yellow Flower. And we have pile number 3 with the Pink Flower. And I don't remember the name of this deck, but I'm going to look that up and I will leave it in the description box below. Sorry, I'm a little lispy today because I just switched my braces, but bear with me. My timestamps are below. If you need a moment to pause the video, there may be messages waiting for you from multiple piles. If you feel drawn to that, this is your show. We're just living in your world right now, so be sure to trust your intuition. I'm going to jump right into pile number 1. Again, today's topic is the person on your mind. What are their true feelings for you right at this moment? And we're going to compare them to their actions towards you and see how those two sort of energies compare. Pile number 1. Hello, everybody. In pile number 1, you were drawn to the Cream Flower, or perhaps to the Wizard Tarot here. And this is your reading. My card over. The person on your mind, what are their true feelings for you versus their actions towards you? And I'm going to do a comparison spread. I'm going to start with their actions, and we're going to put those over here. And then we're going to look at their true feelings and see how those two energies compare. So how do they act towards pile 1, please? What do their actions reflect? How do they act towards pile 1, please? Oops. So we have the Wheel of Fortune showing itself here. I'm trying to keep it way to the side because I know we're going to have a huge spread in front of us by the time we're done. The 3 of Wands. And we have the 9 of Cups, which is the 9 of Pentacles. Back of the deck so far is the Queen of Swords. Let's clarify, please, the Wheel of Fortune. We have the Hierophant. So this could be somebody that you're actively dating, perhaps even, because this seems like, it's like they see, this person sees expansion with you. They may not be sort of highlighting that, or they may be suppressing some of that a little bit, though. It's like they can see the two of you perhaps committing in some type of way in the future. But they may be sort of treating this as a 10 of Cups. They may be sort of highlighting or expressing to you in some type of way that they're just sort of wanting to take things slow or feeling things out. And I feel like they're expressing that literally, like they're saying to you, let's just keep things light. Let's not make commitments. Let's not put titles or anything on us at this moment. Let's just keep things kind of loosey-goosey and feel out the energy. But the reason that they felt the necessity to perhaps say that even outwardly towards you is because they are worried, I feel like, that it's actually going somewhere, and they can see that. We have the 3 of Curses, which is the 3 of Cups on the back of the deck, and we have the 7 of Swords here. Now, this could have been a friendship situation, but it feels like more than that. It feels more like a casual type of thing perhaps that you feel like it started casually, but there's actually a hidden energy here. Like they may be treating this as sort of a casual thing of expansion, of exploration, but underneath it all, I feel like it's going to be interesting to see how they're truly feeling about the connection itself, because I feel like they are suppressing some of their truth, because there's the Ace of Swords. Look at the sword right through the mouth. Suppressing their truth here, keeping it, under wraps a bit, because it's like they don't want to be caught or found out in this way. But ultimately, I feel like they can foresee that this could actually has potential. This actually has potential to evolve, to expand. And if I'm completely honest, I'm interested to see their true feelings, because this is about, how they are treating the situation, their actions towards you. I feel like you guys are having a lot of fun perhaps right now, and they don't want to admit that there's more here. It's because admitting it puts more pressure on it. I don't think they want to do that, perhaps even to themselves. The Three of Cups is really talking about emotional happiness and having fun and going out and celebrating. Can we clarify the Three of Cups, please? The Four of Wands, it's in the reverse position. The Four of Wands reverse is talking about trying to perhaps avoid arguments, trying to avoid this gateway in a way. Not that they're trying to avoid it, but they're trying to slow it down, because I think it scares them. I think it scares them that they see so much potential here, because I feel like they wonder if you're already invested, if you're the Divine Feminine here, Queen of Cups. And there's just something so beautiful and all-encompassing and comforting about this energy that she represents too, that they're getting swept up in it. It's like they feel like you are tempting them away from even a bachelor life or some type of, you're tempting them away from a freedom, when their mindset right now and going into this connection may have been, the purpose of this connection was to have fun. The purpose of this connection was to explore, to just, on this path that we're on, and to see where it goes. But I feel like under the surface of it all, it scares them, because they can actually see where it goes. And it scares them a little bit that that's where it could go. But let's look on the other side here and take a look at their true feelings for you versus what they're presenting. How are they truly feeling here? It's like they're not ready to grow up a little bit, dude. And I'm not saying that in a berating type of way. It's like they're not ready to commit, or they're not ready to ascend, or they didn't think that they were ready. But this may be exactly what they needed, and that's what Spirit says, that they may not feel ready, but it's what they need. Five of Wands, their true feelings versus their actions, please. The Empress, and that's the thing, is that you embody so much abundance, so much perfection. How can they expand upon that? And I mean, look at this beautiful Empress. You don't get more ba-ba-boom than that. They find you very, very attractive, but because of this light that you shine, it's not just physical, but it's also emotional. It thrusts them into insecurity. They get jealous over you. Feelings of jealousy definitely center in on you. The Four of Wands. Interesting, the Four of Wands is in the upright. We have it in the reversed here. It's like they don't necessarily feel ready for change. Here's that Three of Cups, but here's the Strength supporting the Three of Cups. And there is the beautiful Emperor. Look at this. This is the truth, pile one. They may not feel ready for it, but it's like, even though they're not ready for it, their vibration is ready for it. And so here it is, the masculine and the feminine together. And they really have to tame their fears inside of them in order to sort of honor what they have sitting right in front of them, which is a very important gateway, a very blessed gateway even here with the Four of Wands, because it leads to celebration, it leads to new beginnings, It leads to ascension, commitment perhaps as well. Sometimes the Four of Wands can even represent marriages down the line. I don't think this person's necessarily ready for that, but they feel like this is destiny. I feel like they're worried to admit that out loud, though. There's a definite worry with this Emperor. There's a stubbornness with him. The Five of Cups. Back of the deck is the Queen of Wands and the Ten of Swords. And we have the Devil. Sometimes I feel like they let their emotions when it comes to you and their intent towards you, their feelings, their true feelings overwhelm them, and that scares them a little bit. And I think that some of this person's hesitancy towards commitment perhaps does stem from past heartbreaks that they may have experienced. And this could even extend into childhood. It doesn't have to be just strictly in the romantic realm, but I feel like because they are suffering from loss from the past that taint their perception of this connection. It's like they're trying to find reasons not to invest, but they've invested, because the Ten of Swords is talking about an over the top emotional response to how they feel. It's almost like it's like they pale in comparison to you, or they feel like they pale in comparison to you, and they feel drawn to you like a moth to a flame. It's like they don't have any power when it comes to you. You hold the power over them. And that's why the Empress is up top here, being supported by the Emperor. You are sort of this burst of fresh air that's entered into their experience that they weren't prepared for. And they may be telling you that we're like, well, let's just feel things out, let's just have fun. But the truth is that you are challenging them in ways with their insecurity, with their ego, in ways that they never expected. And it is catching them off guard. And there is a worry about them, and I think they even worry about them messing it up. It's like, she's going to see through me. He or she are going to see through me. They're going to see through me, and I'm going to lose this opportunity, because they almost have this expectancy of failure with you. But those are the narratives that we tell ourselves when we are trying to protect ourselves from an ultimate disappointment that may never come, but will definitely come if we maintain that mindset. The Ten of Swords is also this call about how they feel about this connection, because it's like, the way that I've attacked relationships in the past is not going to work with this person. It's not going to work here. And so I need to create a new plan. And they do need to create a new plan, because they're trying to attack this connection in the same way that they have in the past, and that's not working for them. And they can feel that. And perhaps they can feel it from your energy too, because this Queen of Wands, she doesn't like to be kept waiting, and she definitely doesn't like to be seen as just an option. You know, she likes a plan, and she likes to execute that plan. Not that the Divine Feminine here is really chomping at the bit to sort of commit or anything, but there still is this energy of she likes security. You know, the Divine Feminine likes security. How are they currently feeling right this moment? I've thought about you spending time with my family and I. And I feel like that is a stretch for this person. I feel like maybe they've never brought someone home, or if they have, it was very sparing. It's like but they've thought about it with you. And that in and of itself is evidence of how you're different than other people. I'm so attracted to you. You don't know what you do to me. And like I said earlier, it's physical, but it's not just physical, but it definitely is. It says, I'm going to take action, but I'm just planning my approach. And that's what the Seven of Pentacles is talking about. It's talking about this approach. It's a slow approach. It may create frustration for you, but that's the thing, is that, you know, it's okay for them to sort of embody this energy of action towards you, of like expansion and excitement. It's okay to endeavor towards this connection in that way. It's okay to do that. They see that as a deficit because it's never led them to completion in other relationships, but they never wanted it perhaps in the past, but they want it with you. So their approach isn't necessarily one that won't lead them to more. The problem comes in when they face those insecurities, those fears that stop them from leaping into commitments with you. I act happy, but I'm not happy. And I don't think it's with you. I think it's with themselves. I think that they avoid shadow work. And I know that gets deeper than what we want to get into with a love reading, but I think they've avoided shadow work. Because there's almost a morose that I'm feeling from them. Like a sadness that I feel from this person. And that may not be how they project themselves in life, but I think under the surface there's a seriousness about them. I have a lot of gratitude for you. And I'm speaking through songs. So this person could be very musically inclined, or maybe, you know, old school. Maybe they send you some sort of like mixtape, or they send you songs and they try to express how they feel in different ways other than vocally. It could even be in a very physical way, even how they try to express their feelings for you, because they don't have the language, or they don't have the capacity or the skill set, perhaps even, to be that vulnerable with you. And they say, I want to dedicate a song to you. So there could be a very, very strong musical connection here as well. How are they currently feeling? What are their real, true feelings for pile 1, please? I would do absolutely anything for you. Sometimes with this card, I hear that Meatloaf song, but I won't do that. But I feel like this person would do that. They would do that. It's just going to take them some time to get there. What do you see in this person? They're like, what do you see in me? Do you even want me? Do you want me back? Like, are you looking, like, do you foresee the same potential that I see here? Because I feel like they're really worried that if you don't, that would be crushing for them. I've kept so much of myself hidden, but I feel like then I just saw I'm making plans though. I'm weighing out my options. We have 2 coming out together. It says, don't you worry, I'm coming. Let's talk about sex, baby. So this is very literal, I feel, almost. But also it's talking about sex as a gateway here. So this may start as a very fiery intent towards you. There may be a lot of physicality in your connection right now, and that's what their actions are representing, and that may be what you assume they're all that they're interested in. But there's definitely more here than meets the eye. Because look, back at the deck, 10 of Pentacles. I want to grow old with you. It was sort of reversed, which is talking about maybe not being quite prepared for that leap or that step. But that's how they feel in this connection. They see potential here. Our current thoughts and feelings, please. We have here eternal dance, movement, will of life, and path of least resistance. And I think that they have avoided the tough steps in the past of past connections. And that's the habitual sort of exit point that they sometimes fall prey to, or allow themselves to fall prey to. And so that's going to be the hurdle here. The same insecurities that exist in every connection they've experienced exist here too. The issue and the thing that's going for you here is that they see so much potential, more potential in you than anyone else. We have Ganesha, clearing away obstacles with protection and guidance. So you do have your guides and angels that are helping you, rallying around this connection, because it is a very purposeful, divinely guided connection with both of those energies of the divine feminine, the divine masculine being right here in the present energy showcased for us. Back of the deck says, message, positive news, positive outcome. Peace can await the 2 of you here. New beginnings, peaceful, fresh starts, and even a peace of mind that could exist. Let's get a charm bowl for you, pile number 1. A charm bowl for pile number 1, please. The future of this connection in the bowl for pile 1. What is the future of this connection? Hold, missed the bowl. We have the 2 of Cups, relationship. The King of Swords reversed, the 2 of Swords. So there's indecision from this king. This person could be an air sign. There could be Libra, Gemini, Aquarius potentially as well. Now he is in the reverse position, which does talk about someone who's a little bit, I don't want to say this person has bitterness in them. They are holding back their truth, and it could be stemmed from some bitterness that they felt in the past, which sort of leads them to want to focus on the here and now instead of making plans for the future. So they could be really still reeling from past pains that create some of the stagnation. But Spirit says that there is so much potential here for such a great connection and such a great relationship. Commitments even. Now the 2 of Swords is here though, so we are dealing with an ego issue where someone is really protective of their heart chakra, and it's going to take them some patience perhaps to open that up in a space of vulnerability. But if any connection affords them the gateway here, it's definitely this connection, Spirit says. There's a lot of potential here. And they see it, but that's also kind of scaring them. We have the letters A and J and O in the bowl today. We have a heart. We have a baby shark. Now, the baby shark talks about children. There could be children involved in this connection. We even have the Holy Family here. But this is also talking about perhaps some of the emotional deficits that this person could have experienced or embodied because of something that happened in their childhood. So take that as it resonates. We have 2 empty hearts here. We also have the good luck charm with the elephant. I think about India. We have the key. It's the ornate key. So the open book. And we have the stethoscope. So there's like a hospital, nursing, medical connection perhaps with the stethoscope. Also a blocked heart chakra. This person may have sort of locked their heart up for a time, but this connection holds the key to that. We have pizza, and we have the 8 of Pentacles. You may have met this person at work. There could be a work connection, but the 8 of Pentacles also talks about the effort required. Taking the correct steps in this connection can truly lead to a lot. All right, group number 1, that's what I have for you today. I hope that it resonated with you. If it did, I would love for you to subscribe to this channel if you aren't already subscribed, and drop me a comment below so that I can enter you in for a chance to win a free reading with me. You can also check me out on Instagram for a chance to win a free mini read. And if you are on Instagram, I've also noticed in my comment section here lots of spam, so please keep yourself safe from these spammers. I have tried to report as many as possible. And on Instagram, there is somebody who is posting as the Tarot Cottage and approaching people offering readings, so please keep yourself safe. I do not approach people unless they have won some sort of contest that I have posted, and then of course I am aware of the contest. But if somebody approaches you claiming to be me, please keep yourself safe and double check with one of the links that I have posted in my videos below. But I hope that you come back here for another day at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope that you have a beautiful day. Take care. Hello everybody. In pile number 2, you were drawn to this yellow flower and to the Everyday Witch Tarot, and this is your reading. The person on your mind, how do they feel about you versus how do they act towards you? And I'm going to do a comparison here where I'm going to split. I'm going to have how do they act towards you, their actions versus their feelings on the other side. So we'll start with actions. How does pile number 2's person act towards you? We have the 6 of Pentacles here. Ooh. The 10 of Cups reversed. We also have the World. We have the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Cups reversed. And we have the Sunshine. Back of the deck is the 2 of Pentacles, and we have the 3 of Swords here. Now on the other side, we are going to do feelings in a moment, but just to start with their actions towards you, this does feel like this person does wear masks around you, and they may act really confident and victorious around you when they actually are not feeling that victorious. But I feel like there are underlying reasons why this person doesn't share their truth with you, because I feel like there are a lot of things in the way. Things being, there could, I mean, it runs the gamut, right? Because I'm dealing with collective energy here, but I feel like for someone specifically, this person is juggling a relationship. In fact, it may not just be a relationship, it may be a full-blown family, and actually acting out towards you would put that at risk and would create issues for them in that situation. So I feel like they act very nonchalant perhaps around you, and it's because they're juggling perhaps their position in life in general. And I feel like there could even be a work connection with this person potentially with you, but also with a potential third-party situation. So I feel like this person could even be married. There is something that gets in the way. This 3 of Swords is representing sadness, representing disappointment. It can represent a person as well, which stops the gateway from opening up here. And this person again has sort of surrendered to their position. So I think that they act very nonchalantly around you. I I think they perhaps wear a lot of masks with everyone, but I think you see through some of it. I don't think that they're able to be to act as nonchalantly around you. I think you pick up on some of the, there's almost a depression, if I'm honest, coming in. They don't like to show that face to other people, but there's definitely a dissatisfaction that they're experiencing in their life or in their experience. So but I think that them, when it comes to you, they wear a lot of masks. They pretend. The Temperance card. Yeah, because it's like, even though they're not feeling satisfied where they're sitting, they feign it. And even this Star card, you can see that she's sitting submerged waist deep in everything that they're going through, but they're still maintaining this optimistic, you know, I'm just kind of going to the beat of my own drum. I'm going down my own path. I'm executing my path perfectly. There's a sense of that. It's like finding joy in my journey with the Temperance card. But I feel like there's more dissatisfaction happening in their actual experience than they're letting on. And when it comes to you, let me clarify that Six of Pentacles. I just feel like they try to pretend. Because if they didn't wear masks, their real intentions may come right through. Their real intentions may come completely through and shine through everything. Let's see what those true feelings are, though. What are their true feelings? How do they truly feel? What are their true feelings? I feel like they gave us a sneak peek with that King of Cups, and they could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, but we also have a lot of energies here. We have Leo, we have Aquarius, Ace of Cups, and you'll see that how they treat you is completely the opposite on the other side. Ace of Cups reversed. But this is like, my cup runneth over. In truth, the mask, if they were to take it off, holds a lot of emotional investment and a wish for new beginnings. I do feel like they watch you a lot if you guys have a connection to your job. There may be even a medical connection here. Four of Swords. Back of deck so far is the Knight of Cups. The Judgment is a self-reflection tool that's supposed to lead to epiphanies that lead us to create new starts. But in this case, the reflection, the observance that they have over you is leading them to, you know, no action. They like to fantasize about you. They like to dream about you. And they like to dream about the potential that you hold. Oh my goodness, there's the Empress. And there's the Emperor. This is interesting because pile number one had a very similar placement with these two Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine energies, but a very different vibe of the reading. So that's a very interesting dynamic. You may want to check out pile one. There may be messages waiting for you there. I just think it's very telling that this energy is here, because this is the truth of how they feel. They wear masks. Even here, the Six of Pentacles, the reason that they're saying, the reason I wear this mask is to try to control myself, to try to control the situation, try to control my feelings, try to keep them suppressed so that I don't act upon them. We have the Nine of Pentacles on the back of deck. Because if I do act upon them, it could create havoc for your position. It could create havoc for my position. It would just maybe not serve anybody a positive purpose. They see all of these obstacles, but truly all of these obstacles are reflections of opportunities truly to overcome them, to create ascension here if they were to wield the power that they want to. But that's why they're like, that's why I wear masks, because if I don't, I lose control over the situation. I lose the control over the trajectory of the momentum in this connection, and I don't have the position perhaps right now to do that. I'm not standing in control of this new beginning. So they apply so much more intent and emotion towards you than they are letting on in their actions in real life. The very opposite. So if they are giving you this impression of like standoffishness or being aloof, the truth is that they're overcompensating. It's kind of like I'm seeing myself on a road, on an icy road. When you slip on black ice, you sometimes overcompensate and end up thrusting yourself on the other side of the road. And that's what they're trying to avoid. They don't want to lose control, because there's something very attractive towards you, and it's like they can't stop themselves from coming towards you in some way, like a moth to a flame. Can we clarify the Empress, please? Yeah. A lot of this, I mean, they are attaching. We can't ignore the fact that they are attaching soulmate energy to you. But all of this interest, I feel like, was spurred by physicality or physical attractiveness to you. Not that that isn't a seed that leads us to these epiphanies anyway, but that's what Spirit is saying, is that they're very physically attracted to you. And that plays on their emotions as well. But they feel like they feel like they have to maintain their position of watcher. They have to maintain this position. Because it's like they think that whatever situation they find themselves in right now, it feels like a permanent one, or at least it feels like one that's going to be permanent for a while. And so they worry that there's no hope for the two of you here. And this could be included in your position as well, because they're saying that your position may not afford movement either. You two are on the same level in this reading. So you may both be experiencing this situation at home as well. You may both be experiencing some dissatisfaction and wearing masks with one another. How do they truly feel for you versus their actions? How to... It says, release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. And I do feel like somebody is attached here, that they are juggling their feelings for you. And that's what they need to do in order to bring forth the truth, is to clear their energy, to make space. It says, it is safe for you to love, open your heart, and give and receive the highest energy of all. The other energy that comes in with that Seven of Cups that we saw earlier is the confusion that they feel about your feelings in return. Because they are so heavy into mask wearing, you may mirror that energy. I mean, I know that if someone's snotty with me, I'm going to be snotty back. So there's a sense of mirroring each other's energy. So if they're acting standoffish or aloof, you would be like, okay, I'm going to act that way with you. We do have keep an open mind, because your soulmate may differ from your usual type or your expectations, because I don't think this person had the intent to fall, and I don't think you had the intent to fall. But we discover our path through sacred walkabout. It's kind of like a spiritual vacation. When you go on vacation, you may have an itinerary, but if you see something interesting, you may detour from that itinerary. It's kind of like that. How do they truly feel? Liberation. They want to break free from a negative attachment that holds them back. Truly nothing holds them back. The negative attachment, truly at the base of all things, is fear. There's nothing that actually holds them back. We do have sacred journey. And we have Gaia here as well, wisdom, knowledge, and spiritual understanding. They seem to attach a lot of spiritual, as much as this starts with fire and energy and sexual energy, they have attached a spiritual connection to the reading. They feel like there's magic here. And so they feel like there is transformation that may come about because of the connection that's in place. That this may have moves perhaps down the line, but I mean down the line, for a transformation perhaps. But patience is definitely required, because I don't feel like they have intent to act, because they still feel very attached. They're attached to you, but they're fearful of letting go of any of the restrictions that are attaching them as well. How do they truly feel for pile number 2, please? My nerves are getting the best of me. It's like they're nervous about letting you know. They're nervous about other people noticing too. No one can change my love for you. And I know that we are being spiritually guided, and they are attaching that spiritual definition to this Empress and the Emperor, soulmate energy or twin flame energy. I do think about the future. When I do, I think about you in it. I have been hurt by love before, and you really are the best thing that ever happened to me. Back of the deck, though, says I'm feeling the consequences of my actions and choices. And I feel like they think that they chose poorly. They thought they'd made a good choice, but they chose poorly. And this epiphany didn't come in until they were very immersed in that decision and in that path. Your true thoughts, please, and feelings for pile number 2. I wish things were different. I wish I could reveal myself. I fantasize about you. I fantasize about being with you, and then they say you are wrong, and I feel like they feel guilty for that. They feel guilty for wanting you. And they don't want to be the one that has to make this move. They don't want to be the one to execute change and execute new beginnings. They hope that someone else will come in and swoop down and save them, that you'll do it. It's like, I'm not prepared to create this much chaos. You do it. You hurt me, but that's okay, I guess. Perhaps you rejected them in some way. Happiness is my priority, the foundation that they are in. They have prioritized, but it feels like it's not, and it sounds terrible, but I'm not trying to make it sound terrible, but they claim that their foundation is their priority, that they're trying to put others above themselves, but truly it's about avoiding the opinions of other people, surviving the opinions of other people who may judge their actions or their decisions. We have the Ace of Swords in the reverse position. It's talking about poor judgment. It's talking about stress associated with those decisions that they made. Fearing making the wrong choice as well, and not being able to go back after they make those decisions. Where is it? Your current thoughts and feelings for pile number 2, please. We have here, I'm losing hope. You are a goddess. You are the divine counterpart. It doesn't have to be the goddess. It can be the god. You consume my thoughts. Even back of the deck says, I made a big mistake here. I made a big mistake, but it feels like almost like a big life mistake. It feels very sort of all-encompassing here. Let's get a charm bowl for you, pile number 2. The future of this connection for pile number 2 in the bowl. What does the future of this connection hold? In the, oops, we have a bunch coming out here. We have the 3 of Cups reversed. We have the Page of Swords reversed. We have the 7 of Cups. We have the 3 of Swords, and we have the 6 of Swords. Now, that's a lot in the bowl today for you, pile 3. This 3 of Cups reversed and the Page of Swords reversed, there's a real sense of like having no support. Worrying about gossip as well. There could be a school or a work connection here that they're worried about gossip within their position. I feel like there could be a very strong third party here too because of the 3 of Swords, and there's something, they're not experiencing happiness in that environment, and they do wish to transition, and they have things that they want to reveal to you. They wish that they could, but I feel like they're worried about hurting other people in the process. So it is much easier to fantasize about you than to make things real and to create real permanent change. They're also not 100% confident that you feel as intently as they do. We have the letter E and the letter G and M, gem. We have L. We have sing. Music could be a huge connection. We do have the fish bones here, which I think of the 10 of Swords of release and sadness, releasing expectations. I feel like there could be children involved. I do see the Empress with the healing card, the healing charm. We have the American flag. Weakness is a choice. We have Aries, and we have the Christmas present. We have 2 starfishes in the bowl, both symbols of healing, and it's like the symbol of like 2 of you feeling the spiritual connection and feeling like you have lost a piece of yourselves. The message that comes through with that charm is that we are whole, and that over time we can heal any of those energies within us. We have the guitar, and we also have the Wheel of Fortune, talking about fate, sudden turns of events as well. All right, group number 2, that's what I have for you today. I hope that it resonated with you, and if it did, I would love to hear your story down below in the comments section, and I would love for you to subscribe to this channel if you aren't already subscribed, and drop me a comment below and hit your notification bell so that I can enter you in for a chance to win a free video reading with me here on YouTube. You can also check out my Instagram account where I offer a private mini read on a monthly basis, and I offer private readings through my Etsy account, and that link is below. If you go to Instagram, there is somebody who is trying to pretend to be the Tarot Cottage over there. They are adding people, they are messaging people. I do not, just randomly message people unless you have been chosen the winner of one of my readings. And I do that very carefully. And I make sure that I prove myself to be who I am to be. So please protect yourselves out there. Do not fall for any of these scam artists that are trying to take advantage of you. But I hope that you come back here for another day at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope that you have a beautiful day. Hello everybody. In pile number 3, you were drawn to this little pinkish flower, this orchid, or to the Muse Tarot. This is the Muse Tarot, and this is your reading. We are doing comparison today on how your person acts towards you or treats you versus how they actually feel towards you. So their actions versus their true feelings. We're going to put their actions on this side, and we're going to do a comparison to their feelings on the other side. So let's start with their actions. How do they treat you? How do they act towards you? How do they treat you around other people? And we'll compare their truth to how they treat you. How do they act around pile number 3? 9 of Pentacles. There could be a work connection here. There doesn't have to be, but there could definitely be a work connection here for you. 9 of Swords. 7 of Cups. 7 of Wands. The Sunshine. And we have the Temperance card. Back of the deck is a 7 of Pentacles. This almost feels like a no contact situation to me. And that I'm dealing with collective energy, so that doesn't resonate with you, you can try a different pile or a different reading. It does feel sort of like it's in separation right now, because I feel like they don't get an opportunity to act towards you. Period, full stop. I feel like there's a lot of confusion and things up in the air. And I think that there's a lot of fantasy that goes into this. I don't think that they necessarily share how they feel. I think that's a very internal battle that they wage by themselves, because they claim to have had a lot of epiphanies since the disconnect when it comes to you, and there's almost this hope, this expectation. There's a real hope that they're going to be able to clear the air with you. So it feels less like they're acting a certain way towards you and treating their emotions differently, because I feel like they're thrust in emotions all the time when it comes to you, and they're not treating you in any type of way because they're not able to see you. I don't think that they're sharing their feelings about you with other people. I don't think their position allows it. I think there's obstacles within their position, maybe even your position, and they have spent time building up that position too. They spent time, and I'm going to clarify that actually. When we talk about the 9 of Pentacles, we can talk about many different things. So what's that 9 of Pentacles talking about, Spirit? How do they treat 9 of Pentacles with the 9 of Pentacles? And that's why Spirit's trying to keep it roundabout, because they know I'm dealing with the collective. They're like, whose situation are you trying to hone in on here? Because there's many different situations. We have the High Priestess, we have the Emperor, so there could be commitments here. They are holding their feelings for you in a secret place, and it's because of this anxiety. There's the 9 of Swords. It almost feels like a bit of a depression that comes in when they kind of think about your energy, because they have nowhere to express it. They have nowhere to put it. They have nowhere to put their truth. This clarity that's come in, they have nowhere to put it, and they don't know if it's one-sided. So and I think they really worry about that. It may even be an assumption that it is one-sided. There's definitely an air of things not being complete here, not being finished between the two of you. Definitely things that have not been said or expressed here. And you know, they say that absence makes the heart grow fonder. I feel like that's exactly the case. Can we clarify the 7 of Materials, please? The 8 of Wands. I feel like there's even a physical distance between you. that prohibits you. And it could, as I said, this position holds many faces, but for some of these people, it could be a foundation in place. There could be a work connection with you guys from the past as well, or a school connection, but it's their practical situation now. It could be another relationship even, that stops them from charging in towards you even though they want to. There's a pressure building, there's frustration coming from this person, and there's an impatience even being represented here. But they're kind of upset because they don't know if you feel the same way. So again, they're in their own, they're sitting in a prison of their own making, and the prison is rife with insecurity and sadness, and maybe even dreams of you that are sinking into the situation. So let's take a look at their true emotions, if they will reflect them to us. They've already sort of offered up a lot of emotions when it comes to you, but let's see. Sorry for the wobble. I've been wobbling a lot lately. Their true feelings, please, for pile number 3. How are they truly feeling? The Knight of Wands, and there's that Ace of Wands. So this Ace of Wands that they were talking about here, this spark that has not gone out for them amidst their responsibilities, even though they're saying, you know, I've got a lot on my plate and I don't have any intention of throwing those plates away. So I have to see these responsibilities through, but that doesn't mean my spark is going out. I'm carrying that torch with me. I'm carrying the torch with me, and that torch is passion that they feel. The Knight of Wands is curiosity. Where could this ship take us? Where could us feeding into this strong, even a sexual desire, lead us? And they sometimes think about just charging in and facing whatever consequence comes in. But I feel like there definitely could be, I'm even looking here at the Ace of Wands, this triangle amidst the Ace of Wands. It's like that's what holds my spark back, but I really want new beginnings. They think about you a lot amidst this disconnect. And the purpose of the Judgment reflection is to create change and new beginnings. It's like they want to return from the dead or something. They wish that they could go back, and it's like they wish that they could be reborn or something in the same lifetime, but like it's like I want to wake up and be 16 again, and I want to try again, and I want to make different choices here. 5 of Swords. 2 of Cups. They really want a relationship with you. They may not see a way to get there without some real purposeful actions, which could create a lot of havoc and a lot of there's a lot of pressure on them to overcome these obstacles, and the obstacle being their position to create change here, and they're just not ready for that at this time. It's like you're this dream, you're this, it's like you're so close yet so far away from me. It's like you're unattainable. But they fantasize about reunions and celebrating with you. It's like you represent a time in their life when they were free to explore these sparks. And so you represent a fresh start, a new beginning. The King of Pentacles. A new beginning and an experience that their position now won't afford them. And the King of Pentacles can sometimes even be a father figure of the deck. So this person could be a parent, somebody who values coin, who values what they've built up for themselves. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that energy. There's nothing wrong with the King of Pentacles energy. He's very secure. He's very dependable. We saw the Knight of Pentacles. This person values the responsibilities in front of them, and they work hard, I feel like, for the people under their charge. I feel like they work really hard. The issue with the King of Pentacles, though, is that we can become addicted to abundance in that way. We can become addicted to our positions. We can become addicted to other people's perceptions of us, and we require them sometimes to feel whole. It's like we want other people to bolster that confidence, and they're worried about falling from grace. If they follow their truth, falling from grace, from their position. And the ego has such a strong hold on that. We have the 9 of Swords in the reverse position. Back of the deck is the Page of Swords. You may have met this person in school. There may be a work connection, but you may have met this person in school as well. The Page of Swords is also the Watcher. This person claims to have learned a lot about themselves, about you throughout the disconnect here. These epiphanies didn't come until it felt too late. We have the Nine of Swords and it's in the reverse position. And it's really talking about wanting to heal from the torment that they're feeling, wanting to heal and rest from this energy. But they feel like in order to rest and heal from this energy, they have to act in a very assertive way. Can we clarify the page of Five of Swords, please? And they're worried about the consequences of that, of their position. There's the King of Pentacles and everything that they've built up. And they feel like divine timing is at work here. They do feel like now is not the time for them to act towards you, even though they wish for expansion. They are pretending in their life. They are pretending. They do what they fantasize about with you, though, full stop, is success. And they like success, and that's truly what Spirit says can lead them here, can lead them over these challenges, can lead them over their insecurities, can help them hop over these hurdles, is confidence. Even feigning it, confidence is the key to success here. But they understand that they are the key. You can see the dragonfly wanting transformation, wanting new beginnings, perhaps even having that pressure build up and having a strong desire for the transformation, but they're still holding onto the key because they're fearful of that. And they think that patience is required, but it's also sort of the kind of rock in their shoe at the same time. It's like, I know patience is required, but I'm also frustrated with the patience that's required here. Their true feelings for you. We have soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. They feel like they lost the opportunity at a soulmate. And they have to heal from that. There's a sense of healing here. Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. That's what they really wish could happen here in this situation. They do feel like they may be more emotionally invested than you are, if you are the divine feminine here. But you can even see here the Make the Effort card. Great love is worth the steps you're guided to take. Even the little masculine here is reaching across with great effort to grab onto the feminine, and she looks less interested. She has less of a grip on things. And so I feel like that plays on their confidence too, is their thought that if you felt the same way, perhaps you would be exerting effort towards them. And if they don't see that, that adds to their insecurity. They use those experiences, those times, as examples to sort of prove themselves right, even though they're not seeing things clearly because they're thrust into worry. And we can't see things objectively when we're worried and thrust into that despair type of mentality. But they tell themselves that. It's like, well, if she felt the same way, she must not, or he or she must not feel the same way. If they felt the same way, they would act towards me. But you could be thinking the exact same thing about this person, which really creates a stalemate here. How are they truly feeling, please? How do they truly feel about pile 3? We have healing, reconnecting with your true nature. And like I said, you represent a better time for them. Or on the other side of experience, you represent a freedom. An easier perhaps path, or they perceive it as easier. But again, it's all about what we learn on our journeys, you know? This can feel really hard when we're in the midst of it. But this can also be really challenging and hard because there's so much emotion wrapped around it. So it's everything's a learning curve. Everything's a learning experience. You are the dream. Something is revealed, insight and breakthrough. And that's what they want. They want insight into how you feel. They want to be able to overcome their worries and fears and act tentatively towards you, but they are letting those insecurities and their placement really hold them in place. We do have Enchanted Forest here, mystery, magic, and excitement. And we started out with the Knight of Wands, so you definitely excite them. The thoughts that run through their mind are definitely ones of excitement about you, but they are suppressing how they feel about you in their current situation. And it is this fear that is stopping the growth in your connection from expanding as well. How are they currently feeling for pile 3, please? What are their true feelings versus their actions for pile 3? I've been sending you messages in the 5D. Trying to communicate with you on a spiritual scale. I've thought about having a family with you. They have gone through the process of sort of visualizing or fantasizing about making different choices in the past that would have led them to this point in their life into a different state. The problem with this type of thinking, though, is that the awareness that they have, the epiphanies that they've had about you happened in the disconnect here. And they may not have happened if the two of you had gone galloping off into the sunset together. And some of the, to be honest, Spirit's saying that some of the lessons that they are requiring to learn, perhaps within this karmic situation that they find themselves in, are being lost to them as well, because they are spending so much time fearfully looking into this situation. We have, I'm not hiding the connection for the wrong reasons, but I feel like that's a typo. I think it's supposed to be, I'm hiding the connection for the wrong reasons. Hiding how I feel, suppressing how I feel. Maintaining a watcher position. I really hate not talking with you and communicating with you as much as I'd like to. I have an offer for you. Now, we don't see movement in the future of this connection. We do see the Two of Wands, which talks about the need for plans to be executed or to be made. They do have a pressure building, and I feel like they expect more out of this connection. I think they have this expectation that this spark will lead them to more, or that the connection has so much intensity or so much spiritual support that it will lead to more. When we first met, I just always had this feeling about you. And back of the deck says that I know that we are being spiritually guided. And I feel like that's a hope too. They hope that they are being spiritually guided. How are they currently feeling right this moment for pile number 3, please? I feel stuck at the moment. I don't want anyone to get hurt, including themselves, including any third parties or practicalities that may be in place. I worry that this is all in my head and that you do not feel the same way about me. I don't know how to fix things. Whoop. Do you miss us the way that I do? And that's the thing, is I feel like they know how to fix things, but they're scared to fix things. No one knows I still think about you. And the back of the deck says, you consume my thoughts. And that's really what that reflection card, the judgment talks about, is a reflection that is sort of continuous. It's like on a loop. Let's look at the future of this connection. What does the future of this connection hold for pile 3 in the bowl today? If you are new to the channel, I do end each cast, or each pile, I'm sorry, with a charm cast. We have the Knight of Pentacles reversed, we have the Knight of Cups, and we have the Four of Swords. Somebody is restless and really wanting to act. They want to come forward, but the risk involved is just a little bit too much at this time. It's like it's the approach, the fear that they have, it's just not working. We have the Knight of Pentacles reversed, and although the Knight of Pentacles is a moving card, he is in reverse, which means he's the slowest of the deck, and now he's even slower. So we don't see a lot of movement in the future of this connection, even though there is desire for clarity to come in, and there's this restlessness. It's like, I'm tired of this separation, I don't want it anymore, but I'm still hesitant. To make changes here, because I know what the consequences could be to this position. It could strip me of my titles, is what I'm hearing. It could strip me of those responsibilities. And they've already put so much work into you can see in the background of this card, the perfectly plowed fields in the background. It's like, I've already put so much work in. I have to finish the job that I have in front of me. That's what it feels like. So there may be stagnation for you, pile 3. A little bit of a lack of movement out of the current situation or the current climate. In the bowl today, we have the letter O. So this could be an initial. Let's see if there's any other charms. With a letter, I don't think there are. A letter O today, we have wish, because that's what you are, is this wish. We have the hand of Hasma. We have a whale tail going with the flow, and expression. Somebody didn't express themselves in time, or they are feeling like they're going to drown in that emotion now. This is a sad energy I'm feeling from this Nine of Swords, very almost depression, and they feel like they're drowning in their truth. We have the rolling pin, so there could be a domestic connection here, or a baking connection. We have two butterflies wanting transformation. We also have the gecko, which is a divine masculine energy for me here with the gecko. We have a group of grapes. We also have the pineapple. Both are symbols of friendship and reunions for me. And we have here the seahorse going with the flow. And we have made with love. I feel like there could be children involved, and they would use, I don't want to say they use that as an excuse. I don't like to use children as an excuse, but they would say, you know, I've got responsibilities, which could include children. We also have here a big syringe. So there could be a medical connection to that, a medication type of connection. There could be a addiction type of connection or obsession. We also have a commandment from the Bible that says, thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not steal. So take that as it resonates. Wait, we have oh, that's wish. I thought it was a second commandment. A little jumbled in the bowl for you today, pile 3, but that is what I have for you today. I hope that it resonated with you. If it did, I would love to hear your story down below in the comment section, and I would love for you to be a part of this family if you are not already, and subscribe, hit your notification bell, hit your like button, and if you leave me a comment, be sure to hit your notification bell so that I can find you so that I can connect with you and give you your reading. I also offer opportunities through my Instagram page for a free mini read, and there is somebody posing as the Tarot Cottage right now on Instagram, but if you follow my link below in the description box, it will take you right to my account. So be careful. There are people who try to take advantage, and I would hate to see anybody take an advantage over here from my family. But I hope that you come back here for another day at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope that you have a beautiful day. Take care.